Merrick Houston, and this is Every Movie Ever, the show where I'm trying to watch every movie ever made. And this time I watched 1964's Failsafe. Failsafe is probably best known today as being the exact same movie as Dr. Strangelove, but it's a drama.
So the failsafe box. Open our operational orders.
Both Stanley Kubrick's Dr. Strangelove and this movie, which came out at roughly the same time, were adapted from the same novel, Failsafe, the broad plot of which is the same in both movies. It's about something happens where an American fighter jet gets bad information and starts a nuclear bombing run of Russia, and the people in the war room, including the president, try to figure out what to do about it. And there's a lot of great scenes on the phone with the Russian premier as they try and hash out what's going on.
Only that part of our defense that has a chance of shooting down your bomber is still active. We do not think we have much of a chance.
I know.
In a lot of ways, this movie is a curiosity, being the sort of serious cousin of Dr. Strangelove, and watching it, it is impossible to ignore all of the similarities. This movie's because it's a drama, is a lot more tense, though, and it's a pretty good movie with solid performances from Henry Fonda as the president and from Walter Matthau as the hawkish government advisor who, kind of wants to nuke everything. It's funny how much stuff is in here that's one-to-one. One of my favorite scenes from Dr. Strangelove is the scene where George C. Scott is hanging around an apartment with his mistress. And there's a very similar scene here in Failsafe, it's just kind of funny how that works out. The best scenes, I think, in Failsafe are all of the scenes of Henry Fonda on the phone with the Russian premier. We don't ever hear the Russian premier. We just see Henry Fonda's interactions with him, and we get some translations from a young Larry Hagman, who's also pretty good playing a guy who's definitely way in over his head.
I think if we are men, we must say, this will not happen again. But do you think it possible? With all that stands between us.
We put it there, Mr. Chairman, and we're not helpless. What we put between us, we can remove.
Sadly, a lot of the thunder of this movie is stolen from its more famous cousin. I've seen Dr. Strangelove a number of times, and it, sort of robs this movie of some of its suspense and some of its surprises. Although that said, Failsafe does build to a pretty enormous and bleak finale surprise that, while kith and kin to the end of Dr. Strangelove, I still didn't really see coming, and because it's not a comedy, is a lot more of a bummer than the finale of Dr. Strangelove. I'm not sure if I can fully recommend Failsafe as a movie on its own, but certainly as a curiosity to see alongside of Strangelove. And again, it's really worth seeing for Henry Fonda's performance. I'm giving Failsafe 3 stars.